Do 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 do. Damn, no one is bringing any blood points but me. Gotta do everything myself around here. Hex undying, which means we go right here. It also means that this is 100% someone using a massive hex build. So, devour, ruin, typical stuffs. Well, immediately I'm doing poorly, but that's okay. Hello, Gasupina. Well, that person is also now dead. Good for them. Currently participating in the thrilling activity of chewing gum. Hell yeah. That is a good activity. Oh, that person's killing themselves. Good. Well, I'm not even going to bother trying, because, like, why would I? That's just like, what are we doing here? We've been in a match for less than 2 minutes, and people are already giving up. Gotta love that. Oh, good. Finally figured out how to blow bubbles, so I've been trying to get flat enough to do that more. Cool. That is one thing I guess I've taken for granted, is I don't think I have ever struggled with blowing bubbles with bubblegum. Though, to be fair, I literally did grow up with, my grandparents had a gumball machine in their house. Which I just realized that's not a typical thing for people to have. Yeah, I just always had it. Look, I got a skill issue. That's fine, you don't have to worry about that. We all got skill issues in one way or another. I didn't have mustard until literally, like, a week ago. I just never have. It just was not in the thing. Being a picky eater, for me, that was my skill issue. What kind of regular? I've not had spicy brown mustard, I don't think. No, I may have had it on, like... I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think if there's any, circumstance where I've had that. I don't think I have. There's an absurd amount of different mustard. Okay, I just regular bog standard frickin' French's yellow mustard. I'm pretty sure it's like the brand is like French's or whatever. Why are you yellow? Why is that glowing yellow? Dragon's Grip, that makes sense. I think the reason that I have just never tried mustard outside of just being like a general picky eater is the first time I had ketchup I was like, holy shit, this is one of the worst inventions that man has ever created. So bad. Not a fan. Not a fan of ketchup. There's so many different good sauces that exist in the world. And then there's ketchup. Of course, it's not like you're allowed to like ketchup and stuff, I just don't. I like foods that a lot of people I know for a fact do not. Alright, I'm just going to quickly do myself a favor and... yeah. Ketchup is alright, only with fries though, and honestly I'd rather have the seasoned fries. Yeah, I like good, like, seasoned fries, too. Like, crap, I'm trying to think of, it's like crab fries and stuff are really good. And it's not like fries with crab meat, it's just, fries with crab seasoning on them, like Old Bay and stuff. It sucks that I have to take my pride flags off of every single one of my customizations because people have been really shitty with them. Old Bay fries are decent by, like, the kind of seasoned salt. That's fair. I'm trying to think of, when I was at, there's, like, a burger place near me that, like, has good, like, fries. It was just called Spicy Fries. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can look up their menu. See what it is actually, like, called. Why is this image in, like, 240p at best? Oh, it's not even. I think this is one... This is like 144. The red tastes good. We love red 40. No, on the menu it does just say spicy fries. It doesn't say what kind. Hello, Vibrant Toucan, welcome. DBD place is just furry. Yeah, I mean, if I swap to my Michaela, it is quite literally cat girl. So that's just how things are. What's something that would be the Krampus, the Werelk, Big Bad Wolf? I don't know if I would... Okay, personally, I would not describe any of those. Personally. Listen, if you're hearing me out as Krampus, good for you. I'm not sure if that's the general consensus. I'm not sure if that's... Wish the Werelk would kiss me. Fair enough. I mean, the Xenomorph is right there. Hope it's a trapper. We'll see. It's a knight. Yeah, it's a knight. I heard them plant the sword in the ground. How many of those? How many of the DBD cast have smoked weed? Okay. Every Resident Evil character. So... that's a good amount. Cheryl Mason, obviously. I don't think James Sunderland has smoked weed, but I could imagine Maria. Feng Min, because she's an alcoholic, so you can just assume. I bet Bill has. He has to. It's for his joint pain. Okay, Ash from Evil Dead, obviously, that just makes sense. Oh, I am so sorry, you two. I didn't realize y'all were there. That one is on me. I would need to look at a full list. Sable and Michaela, definitely. Artist, definitely. Hold on, give me a moment. I'm pulling up the list. Not fandom. Fuck that. Oh my god, age to enter. Can I just put F in all of these? 5/5, 1955. Okay, start with survivors. Okay, Dwight, no. He's too... Dwight isn't exactly straight edge, but I feel like he's too much of a nervous nerd. Claudette, definitely. She is a botanist. Meg, no, because Meg is a marathon runner. She's not going to do that. Jake, probably survivalist. Bill, definitely. Nia, definitely. David, definitely. Lori from Halloween, probably not. Ace, definitely. Feng, definitely. Quentin, definitely. David Tapp is a cop, so no. Kate, she is a musician, but she's a country musician, so not sure about that one. That one's that one's one that I'm not sure about. Adam is a teacher and lives in Japan, probably not. Jeff, definitely. That rock musician. Jane Romero, that's bootleg Oprah Winfrey, probably not. Ash Williams, once again, definitely. That one's definite. Give me a moment, I have to lock in. The one really nice thing about Stakeout is, where did those two go? I want to help heal. Oh my god. Come back. No, we gotta heal. Lock in, gamer. I'm doing my damn best. Also, I was starting with the survivors because they're slightly easier to quantify. But yeah, literally all of the survivors from Resident Evil, definitely, because, you know, green herbs and all that. Let me scroll up. Nancy and Steve from Stranger Things, definitely. Yui I can see. Zarina, probably not. I'm gonna say Zarina, no. Cheryl, definitely. Felix, no. Elodie, no. Yunjin Lee, no. Michaela, definitely. Jonah, no. Yoichi, probably not. Hattie, I'm gonna say yes. I think she could. Vittorio is from the medieval times, so that man is smoking that shit that we ain't never even seen before. He's smoking the shit that Dracula had. Talita and Renato, I want to say good chance of it, but I don't know. That's 50-50. It could easily be a yes, or it could easily be their straight edge. A man's not smoking weed, he's smoking opium. Yeah. Gabriel is a clone from like the 25th century that like is like 2 days old. I'm gonna say no. Nicolas Cage, he's a real person and an actor in Hollywood. Yes. Ellen Ripley from Alien, probably not. Probably not. Alan Wake, maybe. I could see it. It's possible. Sable, definitely. Astri and Balatro from the Dungeons and Dragons collab. I would say, once again, because, you know, they're from the Middle Ages, they're smoking the silly, they're smoking silly weed. They got something else. But yes, Laura Croft, no. Trevor Belmont from Castlevania, no. Tori Kane, Cultist, probably didn't have time for it. Yeah, so that is my answer. They got that fucking wizard weed. What's the shit from... There's that one video online, it's like fucking Dracula flow or whatever. I just realized I never swapped my thing to have the right perk. Oh well. That's fine. I'm gonna be honest, gamers, I do not think I'm getting this hatch. Yeah, I ain't making it to the hatch. Alright, I'm gonna get assassinated by a bunch of knights. What? Girly? What's happening? What? Why didn't you kill me normally? What? No. You didn't even get... You didn't even show me all the cool stuff. Damn it. Okay. Alright. Considering how willing Trevor Belmont is in the games to eat pork chops from the wall, if you told him that a plant would heal him when he smoked it, he would. Fair enough. Trapper, probably not. Wraith, no. Hillbilly, no. Nurse, no. Huntress, no. Michael Myers, no. Hag, yes. Doctor, no. Leatherface, no. Freddy Krueger, no. Amanda Young, the pig, no. Clown, no. Spirit, no. Legion, definitely. Plague, no. Ghostface, maybe. Demogorgon, I don't think it can smoke weed. I'm not sure if that's a thing that it's able to do. Oni, no. Deathslinger, no. Pyramid Head, I'd say yes, but it doesn't have a mouth. Blight, no. Twins, no. Trickster, no. Nemesis, no. Pinhead, definitely. Artist, definitely. Sadako, no. Dredge, no. Wesker, maybe. Knight, no. Skull Merchant, maybe. Singularity, no. Xenomorph, no. Chucky, yes. Unknown, no. No? Vecna, no. Dracula, yeah. Houndmaster, no. That's a lot of no's. I was not expecting so many no's on the killer side, but, like, it just... Unfortunately, it just works out that way. I'm looking at it. Wesker would be having Umbrella cook up super weed. Yeah, that's how Ouroboros started. Well, at least I don't have to play on this map. Okay. Oh, you know what's a good idea? Let me pull up the, Let me pull up the skins that are happening. Because we are getting, Resident Evil 2v8 as a thing that is happening. Hold on. Oh, of course they couldn't just have it in one picture for me to just pull up. Of course it all has to be separate ones. So we got RE4 Wesker, we got OG Nemesis, we have separate ways, like RE4 make Ada, we have a version of Rebecca from RE0, which, there are much better RE0 skins, but I'm just happy that they gave her bandana. Resident Evil 6 Leon, and I, on the top of my head, do not know what this Jill is. Honestly, the one, even though I prefer Wesker to, like, Nemesis in this game, I think the skins that I'm the most excited for are Nemesis and Rebecca. And for Rebecca, it's literally just because of her headband. What the fuck do you mean I'm getting another night? Okay. Yeah, I mean, like, the Ada skin is just, like... it looks too similar to all her other skins. The Leon one is cool, but, like, I don't know. I'm just not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of the Wesker either, but it is better than his cop outfit, in my opinion. I like the look, but, you know, I think his best look is just RE5 carbon fiber trench coat. Nemesis just looks incredibly awesome. That Jill skin looks a bit too basic for me. And while Rebecca's skin is quite literally just a recolor of her basic, but now with her iconic red bandana, honestly, the red looks good on her, and I like the bandana, so yeah. I think it is a requirement to have... The fact that Rebecca has not had a bandana in her design until now is fucking insane, because, like, that is genuinely a really important part of her design. And I understand it's not in some of the games, but, like, that is her iconic design to me. It's kind of weird to me that they didn't give her basketball or Team Wesker outfit, but I don't know. I'm surprised they didn't give Jill her Resident Evil 5 like heart monitor control skin. Like, that one would have made sense to me, at least. Oh, does that not work anymore? Damn. Ignore what just happened. There was a plan, but I didn't plan for the table to be there. We are allegedly getting a new RE Killer 2, right? That was in leaks that we can't really, like, we're not sure if they're legit, because originally, like, I believe it was in the same leaks, people were saying that we were going to get Ashley Graham as a skin for Rebecca. Which, admittedly, it would have been weird, it would have fit better on Leon, but... You better not be going for me, sir. No. What are you doing? I was literally just unhooked. Stop it. That's fucking stupid. That's not supposed to happen. Yeah, the one that said we were supposed to be getting Ashley Graham is the one that, said that we're getting a new RE killer, so we're not sure about that one. And to be perfectly honest, I'm not sure who they would even pick. Because as much as these people like to say, oh, we should add in the RE7 characters, they don't fit. I wish there was a way to add, like, Godzilla to this game. Real. I made that post before that I would really like Godzilla in this game as well. You have to heal me. I'm dead, you dumbass. It makes logical sense, but bro is just too big. Yeah, I'm not sure how they would handle it at all. Like, there would be no way. Don't try to kill yourself. You have 2 people coming for you right now. Stop it. Dummy. I could see, like, them eventually figuring out a way to implement Godzilla, but it would be, like, way too much. Like, they did a bit before, like, it was an April Fool's Day mode where they made Oni huge and all the survivors small. Like, it would have to be akin to that. They'd have to make special maps for them and shit, which I feel like just wouldn't be really feasible. So basically, they have to create a kaiju mode. Yeah, pretty much. Like, they've shrunk characters down before. Like, the Attack on Titan skins are very clearly, like, not huge, but those are essentially cosplay skins. I feel like they couldn't do that with Godzilla. They'd have to make an entirely separate thing just for Godzilla. And it would essentially become a game in and of itself, so, like, It's unlikely to happen. It's not impossible, it's just incredibly unlikely. I feel like they could make something Godzilla adjacent by making a killer that is the dude in the suit. True. And that would definitely be an interesting concept, too. But I'm not sure if Toho would go for that. Oh, Dwight, why are you here? Dwight, why have you decided to sign my death warrant? So does that just not work anymore? They're supposed to go around the pallets, not phase through them, like that. Okay, whatever. I was referring to an original character as Godzilla-esque, but not. That's fair enough.
Want me to treat your wounds? I would say they could stuff the survivors in suits, but considering we have Willie T. Afton coming, it feels like that should be his thing. I'm not sure. Like, okay. I am hoping that we get, like, a Springlock, like, the Springlock suit malfunction as a Mori. I'm not sure how they'd accomplish that, but I think that would be the coolest thing for Springtrap. And here's the thing, we don't even know if it's Springtrap. It's almost 100% Springtrap, like it has to be, but, like, technically that's not confirmed. It would suck so much if it wasn't Springtrap, though. I will admit, I think Scrap Baby has the highest, like, just based on her design, she has a lot more going for her to make her an interesting killer. But in terms of being an icon, you have to go with Springtrap. It's the Mimic. I feel like, I'm pretty sure, isn't the joke that everyone hates the Mimic? Just like no one gives a shit about it. It's just like, oh, it's the Mimic. Because it's inherently a stupid idea. Yes, okay. Because I'll be honest, like, I think the Mimic is a lot lamer than Glitch Trap. And I think the way Glitch Trap and Vanny worked before the Mimic was a lot more fun. Like, I feel like that was significantly more enjoyable. And, like, a cooler idea than just, oh, it's an AI. Ooh, AI that rips people's arms off. Introduced in the books. People have been hating it slightly less since its game was announced. So, yeah, I think the design that they've made for Jackie, the original Mimic, is really cool. My question is just, like, why, though? Why does it exist in the way that it does? Like, you already had Glitch Trap in a very smart format. I don't know why you decided to just kill off Glitch Trap and decide, fuck it, it's Mimic Hours, baby. I feel like everyone was pretty frickin' like... Everyone was pretty chill with the Mimic, not the Mimic, with Glitch Trap. And with the concept of Vanny. But, like... I don't know. Maybe it's just because, you know, AR was a fucking failure. And they're just like, alright, bury anything that has to do with FNAF AR. Like, that's my only, like, thought on it. It's just like, that has to be it. Like, yeah, Burn Trap sucked, but, like, that was just, like, that was a non-canon fight that you just added in for fun. People like William Afton shouldn't be able to come back. He should be dead at this point. I mean, the main villain suddenly... Yeah, Bird Trap looks very cool. Like, I really do like his design. And, like, yeah, you are entirely right. It is just, like, a thing in horror movies at this point. Just, like, the villain always comes back. And I think the way that they did it through Glitch Trap was, like, really smart. The idea that instead of just being, like, Afton's, like, agony or, like, remnant or whatever just left behind in the game code, instead of it being that, which is very cool, instead it just being a fucking AI that's like, oh, I'm the Mimic, I mimic exactly what you do. It's just like, I don't know, that's lame. I think it's actually incredibly stupid. Like, I just don't see the appeal in the Mimic. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm in the minority here, but like... William Afton's just a regular dude, so is Michael Myers, allegedly. Yeah? I actually much... Here's the thing. Michael Myers, like, there is, like, a cult around him in the movies, but that was added far later. Originally, he was just some kid that was, like... That killed someone as a child, and then some crank was like, oh, this is the entity of evil, you gotta put him in a mental hospital for the rest of his life. And then eventually, Michael Myers, you know, he got out, and he was like, alright, time to murder. Like, William Afton has, like, actual reasonings why he would still be alive with Remnant and Agony and, you know, everything, the souls kept in the machines and all that. Like, we have seen so many times in the series that people can live far beyond when they're supposed to die. Like, Michael Afton got his entire fucking skeleton and guts removed from his body, and he's alive. In between, figured out how to phase through dimensions. Yeah. It's just kind of stupid to me. It's like, there are so many things in FNAF, like, modern FNAF lore that kind of just are stupid and, like, just there for the sake of being there, it feels like. Instead of being, like, you know, a normal thing. William Afton's literally a mad scientist. He could have figured out how to preserve his soul. He did. Like, that's the thing with Agony and Remnant, is, like, the entire thing is, like, the fact that the soul fused to the metal to create Remnant. Like, he understands. Like, he has attained immortality in Springtrap. That's the thing. That's, like, kind of part of it. Bro was literally doing alchemy in his basement. He has it handled. Yeah, yeah. I think that, in addition to, like, the fucking nightmare gas, I could rant for hours about how FNAF 4 is by far the worst game in the series in terms of, like, having things that make sense. But they continuously, over and over, just try to explain and redo fucking, FNAF 4 and what FNAF 4 is. Which is stupid. I think it's all because, you know, Dream Theory was originally canon, and that was the original intention, and they decided against it. And, you know, like, that's fine. Sound illusion discs, dumb, but you know what? At least they have a basis in, like, science fiction reality. Like, it does make sense. And then you come in and you're just like, okay, so it's not dreams, it's this frickin'... It's these sound illusion discs. And then suddenly you're like, no. Fuck the sound illusion discs. Actually, in reality, it's these things called fucking nightmare gas. Which is the shit that you get... Nightmare gas is the shit that you get at the gas station. Like, that's some weed you should never smoke. Do not smoke nightmare gas. It will instantly kill you. It went from, yeah, dying hallucinations to the funny disc to the funky gas. And also, dreams, dying hallucinations, funny disc, funky gas. Yeah, pretty much. It was just a mess. Like, it was frankly fucking ridiculous, in my opinion. Nightmare gas is a side effect that you get when you eat Taco Bell. I mean, not incorrect. I was fully over the pallet at that point. Oh, well.
so stupid. I hate... Like, okay, FNAF 4 already has, like, the least, like, fun in its DNA. Like, it already has just, like... Don't remember who we are on being the protagonist of FNAF 4 this week. I'm pretty sure at this point people think it's Michael Afton, which, like... I'm still not 100% on that one myself. Personally, I think that, you know, the idea of that it was Evan Afton was a lot better. And until we get an actual fucking concrete name, he's staying as Evan. It is Evan Afton. And it's not just because me and Evan can make the joke of both being Afton children because of Elizabeth and Evan. We don't know a Michael, I don't think. What are you doing, Steve? Why are you leading? Steve! Steve, with 0 hooks, decides to lead the killer directly to the person who's dead on hook. Okay, thank you, Steve. It's always a Steve. It's always a Steve. You know, considering the IV drip Easter eggs and shit, Mike makes no sense. Yeah, like, okay, why would Mike be in the FNAF 4 bedroom with the IV drip and the pills and the flowers that are clearly for a get well soon? Why? Why would that be, like, why would that be the character that is, like, in this place? The nightmare gas, of course. Yeah, of course. It's very clearly, like, if you go by the game alone, it's clearly supposed to be Evan Afton. It's supposed to be Evan on his deathbed as, you know, after the bite. Like, that's why, like, the main antagonists are Fredbear and then Nightmare, who is a direct personification of death. That's why there's Foxy hiding in the closet, is because Michael would jump scare Evan around the house with the Foxy mask. Like, it's just like, that is, I don't know. It's like, you also clearly see that all of these animatronics, like especially the Foxy one, they're plushies. Like, you have the Freddy plushie on the bed, you have the Foxy plush in the closet. And you also see that Evan is the only, like, Evan has those in the house. Like, Elizabeth had a mangle, but you don't see anything that Michael owns. And, you know, it just makes a lot more sense to have it be Evan instead of Michael. And, you know, it's just like, I feel like retconning FNAF 4 to be Michael and, like, hallucinations is a lot dumber. And, like, you know the plushies, his only friends, yeah, where he literally says, "These are my friends," you know. And, like, okay, the thing is, FNAF 4 doesn't make sense for a variety of reasons. I've discussed this in the past as just, like, FNAF 4, the details in that game only make sense after you play Sister Location, and Sister Location doesn't make sense to happen until after FNAF 4 has already happened, which is recursive. It's like, if the first event in the timeline is Evan Afton's death, which it needs to be, logically, because, like, you know, it was a pure accident. Nothing is haunted. Like, nothing is haunted. William Afton has no reason to start killing. Like, Henry doesn't have any reason to make the security puppet. Like, there's no reason for, you know, like, FNAF 4 has to be first. But if FNAF 4 is first, then what did Evan see that made him afraid? Why did William Afton have a bunker in his basement where he had a surveillance Nightmare Fredbear plush, or not Nightmare Fredbear, just a Fredbear plush where he would speak to Evan and say, remember what you saw? Why is Elizabeth missing? Based on that, it makes more sense for Elizabeth to have died first, and it would explain why in Evan's nightmares he sees Nightmare Fredbear and Nightmare having stomach mouths that they kill you with. Because that's how Elizabeth died, by being scooped by Baby. But the Fun Times have no reason to exist without Evan dying first. It just doesn't make sense. What was the box in a plot that makes fucking sense? Most likely what the box was literally just a chest full of things that the crying child owned. It was most likely going to be, like, the Fredbear plush, like, pictures and a mask. It was most likely going to be all of that. And sometimes, the thing is, some things are best left forgotten for now. It's just like, we have to put this stuff away. Just fixating on it is only hurting us. Like, that is realistically, like, what it was. It was most likely, like, what I would say is, like, that would be, like, the mother putting things away, and then just essentially letting her grief take over, pretty much. Yeah, FNAF 4 does not make sense to happen pretty much at all. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. It's just like, why is Elizabeth gone if Elizabeth can't die yet? Like, very clearly, like, people have to die before Elizabeth for that to happen, but something has to happen before FNAF 4 in order for Evan to be so scared. Like, it just doesn't make sense on its own. It's one of those things where definitely I would say that, you have a story that is so, like, certain events make sense, like, with how, the author originally, like, made it, but it's one of those things that just, like, ends up not making sense to, like, the audience because they're missing the details that other people had. I would have gotten out there if she didn't have Iron Grasp. That was a really lucky perk choice on her part. Yeah, the box was probably just, like, a chest that was the belongings of the crying child. Like, I feel like that was more symbolic than anything actually important. Just, like, some things are best left forgotten for now. And that's why there's 2 locks on it, because divorced parents, you have one key that belongs to the father, one key that belongs to the mother. and there's no way to actually get those keys and bring them together because, you know, that relationship has already broken apart. It no longer exists. You can't... There's nothing for you to remember. It's just... forget about it. It's over. Like, you're not getting... You won't be in a position where you will have any, Can you fucking heal me already, please? Thank you. And yeah, just like... FNAF 4 does not make sense. It fucking blows. Certain parts of FNAF 4 only make sense with different interpretations of it. Which is not how... Which is just not how stories work. To be brutally honest with you, it just doesn't make sense in a storytelling perspective. And I don't want to say, like, here's the thing, I like modern FNAF. I think there's a lot good in it. Can't wait for Miss Afton to be revealed as the owner of Fazbear Inc. In the new timeline, they might. Like, that's something that we just genuinely don't know. Someone has to. Like, there's not many characters that it would make sense to be. The stupidest loop in the game, let's go. What? Okay, I got fucked over.
Shouldn't be difficult. Imbeciles think with their toes.
It's a video that I wanted to make years ago now. Which is that, of all the characters I think actually, like, currently run Fazbear Entertainment, because one thing that's very interesting, throughout Security Breach is the fact that you have these wires snaking through the place that are black and white striped, and you have the Nightmarion plushes everywhere looking over you. So, like, the wires that look like the puppet's arms and the Nightmarion plushes. My thought was that because someone had to inherit the Fazbear Entertainment brand, and we know that there are people in FNAF that were essentially rebuilt. I genuinely think that right now the owner of Fazbear Entertainment is in fact Charlotte Emily, specifically the Charlotte Emily that was rebuilt, by Henry, one of the 4 robots that was made in her memory, essentially. That is what I was thinking, because who else could it logistically be? Clearly, it's just the entire thing of security breach is just all of these things are completely normal and fine. The issue comes from Glitch Trap, or I guess the Mimic virus. Ooh. And everything was fine. It was designed to be better. It was designed to bring a new age for the company that would bring it in to, have it be something better. And it just made a lot of sense to have it be Charlie. Especially since someone would have to inherit the brand after both Henry and William were gone. It was a relatively normal... Yeah, for a mega mall, for what it was normal. It was completely fine. Everything that was wrong with it was because of outside intervention. It was made with good intentions. But you know what they say, the road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Find me a rat.
They still sold food made of plastic, but who doesn't? Yeah. And this was an era where plastic food is it was normal. Everyone's got microplastics in their food now. It's just what happens.
Now! Now!
Actually, we have no idea about the quality of the food at the Pizzaplex. It couldn't have been that bad.
You are a worthy companion, aren't you?
Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, I hate this game sometimes.
Look at you. You're the best.
Could have sworn I saw someone there. Oh well. I also like Glitchcraft because I like the theory of Glamrock Freddy being influenced by Mike. It's very Dracula versus Alucard, struggle of immortals, father and son. Yeah, and it ties into the entire, like, it's a joke in the main, like, idea of it, but that's kind of like what the Immortal and the Restless is in Sister Location, where it's like you have a like someone who is, it's literally the Immortal and the Restless. They're using Blast Mine. This person is getting reported because right now that can cause seizures. I'm not sure why it hasn't been kill switched. It should, but you know.
Good work. Extra chunk for you after. Now. Loyal one, aren't you? Like a worm. Fine.
Jamie makes sense for Mike to be Freddy because he can't rest until his father is stopped for good. Yep. And there's no real reason why Freddy would be immune to the glitch trap virus otherwise. Except for the fact they later put in the prototype sticker on his foot. It was just like, oh, because he's a prototype, he's not affected. That's not particularly how any of these things work. I mean, if you want to believe that's how they work, that's fine, but, like, it's just not accurate. Like, if anything, he should be more immune to the glitch trap virus because he is a prototype. Because, you know, viruses. Viruses do this thing where they affect more at-risk componentry, not less. The fuck? Okay. They just vanished. I'm not sure why.
Look at you. Catch.
He was in safe mode. That implies the virus has been going around for a while. I don't know. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me personally on why you would do that. Like, it doesn't make sense. Holy shit, I am so good.
Damn, missed.
Catch.
Okay, fine.
Fight.
They're not there. That's fine.
Now.
Yep. It makes sense for him to not want to fail the people around him completely. Like... The story entirely makes sense, but I don't know. Oh, it's wiretap. Oh well. You will not let another brunette child in a striped shirt die to Freddy's again. True.
Look at what we have here.
Hell? Oh. Like, I don't know. Personally, I think that, like, the way that they're going about, like, everything with security breach, it's just like, okay, it's very clear that this was not what was originally intended to be made. Like, because there were too many wires crossed and a clear lack of communication and a clear rush to the finish, and clear, like, crunch time and shit. In my opinion, I feel like instead of focusing on making new games, I feel like they should, you know, try to essentially do a redux of that and, like, you know, try to do it instead of trying to retcon things after the fact through other games that follow behind. Instead of doing that, how about you just, like, redo the first one and try again? I feel like that would be more, you know, reasonable. FNAF 1.5 HD Remix. Yeah.
Smell that fish and swine. There be filthy rats out and about.
But saying FNAF 1.5 HD Remix does just... Fuck off, Snug. Come on. Get off. Get off. No.
I hate you. I hate you so much. Snug. If this happens, if the idle animation starts to happen in a search command, that's a problem. This should not happen. Come on, Snug. You don't have collision with me, so I can't really push you off. Come on, Snug. Anything. Anything at all for me. What a fucking mess. But yeah, the FNAF HD thing, it just made me think of FNAF Plus and what a shit show that was. Imagine, you are you create video games, you make games, you criticize FNAF and you say it sucks. The creator of the series says, how about you fucking do it then? Is not able to actually fucking do it then. Fantastic work. Too busy harassing innocent people online to actually make a video game. Crazy. I was like, Snug, you cannot be stuck. We are on a level fucking ground. Okay, Snug just decided to avoid the survivor there. That was cool. Not sure why. I love this killer. They're so much fun when they work. When they don't work, it's just like, you lose instantly. And I swear, whenever they decide to work or not, if it fucks up once in a match, it's fucked for the rest of the match. Come on. Oh my gosh. Oh, Snug is broken again. That's good. I'm glad. Nothing better than Snug being broken for... Yep, there it goes. Okay. The fucking mess. Oh, you don't get the surge path while carrying someone? That's fucked up. Why? That's kinda lame. Oh god. Okay, there we are.
Look at you. Extra bones. So.
Fanverse becoming a colossal shit show will always be something. Yep.
you know, 2 people on the team immediately just, like, destroyed for just harassing people. Then you have, you know, 1 person who's unable to work on anything because they're stuck in a very shitty contract with someone else. So they can't actually begin to work on anything until after they finish that other existing contract. And then you have Kane Carter, who, there's nothing wrong with him, he's just kind of an idiot sometimes. Like, he just decides to say and do things that just, like, does not help anyone. It's just like, oh, why are we doing this exactly? Okay.
Good work. Extra chunk for you after.
And they teabag me. Great. Love that.
Once again. It's just
Yeah, the fanverse basically doesn't exist. It's a genuine shit show. I'm not even sure how they managed to pretend like it exists. Alright, I'm gonna head out for now. Thanks for tuning in. Talk to you later.